Hi guys, Kevin here. Welcome back to another microphone review. Today we'll be taking at the FDUCE professional level hybrid microphone with XLR, USB input aimed towards gamers, live streamers, podcasts, and more importantly, musicians. And FDUCE is really serious about it because they are going head to head in terms of feature physically, not software, physically, against the famous Shure SM7B, Shure MV7 Rode PodMic, as well as the Audio Technica AT2020USB microphone, while being priced just under 100 USD at the moment because they're going to have a discount. So the question is, FDUCE can make it or cannot?
FDUCE also included the following accessories. In digital mode, you will have this 2-meter long silicone cable, Type C to Type A, male to male ends right here, with a Type A female to Type C male adapter head right here. So you can use it on newer USB Type C devices. In analog mode, you have this 2-meter long XLR cable right here, male and female ends right here. So you can use it for desktop recorders or portable field recorders. You're good to go. Aside from that, they also include this a 5/8 to 3/8 inch adapter right here, which is already mounted to the arm right here when you take it out of the package. I wish they also included a 3/8 to 1/4 inch adapter like so people can use it on their light stand or selfie stick when they are outdoors filming, like, you know, guerrilla style or ninja style. That would be more practical. If they included 2 types of adapter, that would be amazing. But overall, with this alone, it's fine and good to go. Design-wise, it has a black matte finish with a minimal and less intrusive look. Great if the microphone appears in a video or live streaming. Now, when it comes to the front filter right here, this has a thickness of 1.1 cm. It's good to block any substance, dirt, debris from entering the capsule and maybe blocking some wind. Now, this is not a proper pop filter, so it does not block sound effects like and purr. So you do need a proper pop filter in front of it to block those unnecessary sound effects. So looking at the microphone right here, the capsule and the components right here is housed in a metal enclosure, which is thick and solid. So if it drops on the floor, it's very durable. It may have some dent and some scratch mark, but your cement floor would definitely take a beating first. So on the bottom right here, we can see some certification and information and also recycling, where it's made. On the top side right here is where you see all the main controls right here that works in USB mode. You have your volume control, LED indicator, and mute button that works for the microphone and headphones. What I mean by that is looking at the port right here. So this one has an output 3-pole 3.5mm headphone jack, so you can monitor and listen to your audio. This is not a microphone in port, guys. So for the output port, you have the XLR right here. This is for analog mode, and for digital mode is the Type C. So it works in analog and digital. That's good. Now, when it comes to the frame right here, despite its thin nature right here, it's super sturdy and it's made from metal. There's 2 screws on each side that can loosen or tighten, so you can actually adjust finely. Here you can remove the screws and actually mount this capsule or this microphone to another mount if you have. But looking at this mount right here, I'm going to put back the foam just to show in general. You can actually close it and it sticks well. Like you see, the foam and the frame right here just touches it. This is maybe how you can pack it. But I wish the microphone has more rotation. What I mean by it is the microphone can rotate from here and up to here. So it's barely 360 degrees turning. If they allow 360 degrees rotation, that would be amazing. All we need to do is flip the cable around and we are good to go. Now, the microphone alone weighs 342 grams with the foam itself. With the frame included right here, in case you want to know for traveling, it's a total weight of 461 grams. So yeah, quite reasonable size, weight, and performance to carry around on different locations. So let's talk about the controls in digital mode. I have attached the microphone to my M1 Pro right there. Off screen, you can see it takes about 1 watt of power, which is fine. So basically, to show that it's unmute, it's a blue color LED on the mute button right here. You press it one time, red color LED shows it's mute. So let's say if we want to adjust the volume on the go for the headphone or the microphone on the fly. So the microphone right here, you can see it's currently blue LED right here. So if we want to adjust the volume on the go, is basically long press. It toggles to microphone long press, it toggles back to headphones. So on board right here, it has 6 volume adjustment levels for the negative and positive volume adjustment right here. So this volume adjustment works independently to the Type-C, to the MacBook, to the PC that you're attached to in digital mode. It works independently, so you can adjust on the fly quickly. But again, I suggest you always adjust in software so you get the good settings. Now on the fly right here, I usually set the volume to maximum and I adjust accordingly in software. We will test in analog mode and digital mode. In digital mode, the input sample rate is 96 kHz with a 24-bit depth.
On to our first test, which is connecting the FDUCE to the iPhone 13 Pro Max using the Moment app set at the highest bit rate and bit depth. So on the Moment app right here, you can see the audio meter moving up and down. The gain is set at 1, so here is also set at 6, the maximum output gain. So let's jump into the test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on a seashore. This distance right here is 15 cm and I'm talking at my casual voice right now. I'm going to move back the microphone to be about 30 cm to see what's the differences. Alright, at this distance is about 30 cm. I will normalize the audio accordingly by adding some gain. So testing 1, 2, 3, pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on the seashore. So in the event you're doing an outdoor podcast or emergency interview, this is one way you can use the USB to A to lightning adapter, which I can include the adapter in the video description so you can check it out. On to the second test. Currently, I'm using the Samsung S20. So this is on the Android side using PodMic Pro app with 48 kHz sampling rate. That's the maximum the app allows on Android ecosystem. So I'm using the USB-C to C mode, so I'm recording. Now, one thing I noticed on Android devices is a little bit more hot than iPhone, which is much cleaner. So I actually set the mic gain in the PodMic Pro app to be 50% instead of 100%. So this is 15 cm distance, testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on the seashore. I'm going to move the mic back to 30 cm distance to see the difference. Alright, at this distance is about 30 cm. So testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I sound like using the Android ecosystem. On to the third test where the FDUCE mic is connected directly to my A7 Mark III camera using the XLR to 3.5mm cable. So this distance is 15 cm. Testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I sound like, so I'm going to move it to 30 cm distance. So testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on the seashore. Let me repeat that again. Pink fluffy unicorns. So this is how I sound like with this current setup. I wouldn't recommend this. I prefer iPhone or the Mac. Let's jump into the Mac next. On to our fourth test. Currently, the FDUCE is connected Type-C to Type-C to my MacBook Pro 14-inch M1 Pro using OBS Studio set at the highest audio quality and the mic gain set at 100% with a distance of 15 centimeters. So let's do our test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I sound like. I'm going to push the microphone to 30 centimeters distance. So testing 1, 2, 3. Pink fluffy unicorn dancing on rainbow. She sells seashells on the seashore. This is how I sound like from this distance. Normally for podcasts, you want to be between 20 to 5 cm. That is the sweet spot. This is the furthest distance I would recommend from testing anything when it comes to regarding to podcasts. Let me do it handheld. So you can also do it handheld mode, which I see a lot of TikTokers like to do storytelling from this distance. This is how you can use the podcast in handheld with just holding something like this. So again, let's jump back into the summary and I'll give you my final opinion. So I have done my edits and actually run through all the audio tests. Here is a slight disclaimer. In Premiere Pro, I added a denoiser of level 10, just a minute amount to remove the aircon hissing at the background. In no other way, that is to remove the natural noise pickup of this microphone right here. Because the noise pickup on the microphone is actually good. In such a way, it does not pick up a lot of the background noise beyond my head or beyond me. That is a plus point because I live in a condo, high rise in the city, cars, bikes do horn often at times. So a plus point right there. Now when I ran through my test, I would say the USB port is amazing. It's just plug and play. Like on the MacBook, it sounds great, my top one. Top two, the iPhone. Followed by the Android, Samsung, it feels a little bit shaky. Lastly, straight into the camera to the Sony A7 Mark III. So in USB mode, plug and play is amazing. And there is a little bit of digital noise as well. But again, once you run a simple denoiser, it's removed easily. So for plug and play, USB is good to go. Now, if you want to do it in a professional level, definitely you have to do it in analog mode. And when you want to do analog mode, you cannot use the cable, hook it up straight to a microphone port or a camera because the microphone right here requires a lot more juice to sound right. So if you're recording into, let's say, the A7 Mark III camera, what you need to do is have a field recorder in the middle as a preamp to boost and bring up the gain properly without bringing the noise up as well. So a zoom like H4 or H5 series, that will work fine. But if you're on desktop basis, maybe Windows or Mac OS basis, I suggest getting a Scarlett or an Audion Evo 4 mic amplifier like this. This will actually help boost up the gain, minimize the background noise, and actually sound much noisier than digital mode. Again, I couldn't do the test on the Audion right here is because this one is a little bit shaky at the moment, or in nicer terms, it's not working well. So would I recommend this mic right here? Yes, for its practicality of going analog and digital. If you're a full professional, go analog. If you want just quick and easy setup, go digital. I think for the price, it's a good offer right here. It may not have the poppy sound or the sharp tonality found on the Shure microphones, but you know, it's a flat profile. I find my voice sounds good. I'm going to use it for a long time, maybe in a future podcast or live video. I do not know, but I will give it a shot if you're looking for an affordable mic that sounds good and feel good into your wallet. I hope you like this video. Sorry for the long explanation. Remember to subscribe to our channel so we can get more microphone review. Lately, I've been reviewing a lot of microphone because it's my new hobby. I like new things. So remember to subscribe to see more microphone. That way, companies will know to send us products because companies only want to see subscriber count. The bigger subscriber count, the better things I can get for you guys to enjoy as well. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys hopefully in the next microphone review. Till then, see you in the next one.